Hello, everyone, and thank you, Bruno, for introducing the topic. So I would like to do this speech in English. Unfortunately, Portuguese is not in my language skills. So I am Carlo Segato, a lead solution consultant for Adobe Experience Cloud, and today I would like to explain you why Experience and why Adobe Experience Cloud. So to do that, I would like to start with a short survey. So raise the hand the people who have ever heard about Adobe Acrobat Reader PDF. Quite a lot, okay. What about Adobe Photoshop? Less people, probably like less creative and more business people in this crowd. But what about Adobe Target? Here we go, Bruno, thank you. One person, and that's the reason why I'm here today. And I'm going to explain you how Adobe started its journey from being a vendor of creative and documents to be like a leader in the experience sector. So Adobe started like 40 years ago selling CD-ROM. You know, like those CD, like that metal things that you probably have in your library, and now you're thinking, should I throw it away? Or maybe they will be valuable, like in a few years. Those kind of things. And it was about like creativity and all the PDF and those kind of software. So the business was easy. So they had to convince retailer and dealer to sell to their customers those CDs. So arrived 2009, and we had to change to restructure completely the business model. So we passed from selling CDs and CD-ROM into selling subscription. We went to the cloud. It was a big cataboom. Like in 1 year, we had to change completely our business model. So we passed from speaking with retailers and dealers, and we arrived into speaking directly to the customers. In 1 year almost, we create the biggest e-commerce in the world. With this challenge, arrive lots of issues and opportunities. So we start working with a digital solution for marketing, and we start selling our challenge and our solution for what has been our transition into the cloud and into the digital experience. Now we are arriving at the third stage of our development, the third wave, what we call a platform. We have developed in Adobe a platform which is kind of a foundation of what is the castle of digital experience. It's a platform that is helping to speaking with outside of the world and is able to create services for what is this, all of these bricks that create the Experience Cloud Castle. So let's start from which are the three different pillars. There is Adobe Creative Cloud, which is Photoshop, InDesign, Illustrators. There is Adobe Document Cloud, which is PDF and Adobe Sign, like all the solution for digital sign. And there is Adobe Experience Cloud, which are all the solutions that I'm going to talk to you today. But before, I have to explain why Adobe Experience and why Experience. And to do that, I'm going to explain you what we are saying in Adobe. We are saying in Adobe that people do not buy product anymore. They buy experience. And indeed, companies are nowadays competing on experiences, not on the product level. If you think about, for instance, Starbucks, Starbucks is not competing on the quality of its coffee, but on the quality of the level of experience that they are providing in the shop. So about experience was talking about like Jens Thiemer. He's a senior vice president of BMW, and he was one of the speakers in our Adobe Summit. BMW is one of the customers in Adobe Experience Cloud. And he was saying exactly what I was mentioning you, like it is not about luxury car, but it's about the overall experience before, during, and after the purchase. And he's also supporting this concept, saying that like 30% of his customers are actually ready to purchase their car online, without even seeing the product. And 40% of the customers, they actually arrived into the dealer shop with already the model and the car in mind. So it's not anymore a problem or a matter of touch and feel of the product itself, but it's about like the experience that you provide to your customers. And this is probably like thanks to this company, like Amazon, or what is called like the Amazon or Netflix effect. So like this company has raised up the level of what we expect of a customer experience. So we want to have a personalized experience. We want to have a seamless journey. We want to be recognized in the same way, online and offline. So like if this one is goal, the reality is actually different. So let's see how it could be the check-in process of the lady in an hotel that is not actually thinking about the experience.
I just love having to check in online and having to do it again on the mobile app and having to do it again in person. Are there any other ways that I have to check in?
No, but we're working on it.
So if you don't want to make your customer checking in 7 times in 7 different channels, you need the technology that is going to help you. And I know, I'm not going to talk about 360 customer experience or 360 customer view, because this is something that we have heard in the past 15 years. But the problem is that what I'm talking about is the syndrome that is coming out of that. The problem that we have always we have always think that the customer experience was coming from a CRM. And don't take me wrong, like CRM is very important, but it's just like one part of the overall experience. So in Adobe, we have developed a technology which is called a CDP, Customer Data Platform, that is able to aggregate data from different sources and creating segments and audiences that can be activated later on in different channels. So it's not only about data, of course, but it's also about journey. And the concept of journey is changing. So we say like that the paradigm of journey is not the same anymore. In the last 12 months, many marketeers have seen new journeys coming on. So like the journey is not static anymore. We start talking about moments, and we are talking about like a moment or event-based marketing. So you catch the event, you understand it, and then you interact with that event. Adobe is playing a leading role in this digital transformation. It's playing a really leading role in what is the digital experience. But an important thing, as Bruno mentioned before, an important thing in digital experience is exactly personalization. Because we want to be unique. I want to be unique. You want to be unique. We cannot provide the same experience to to all the people. We will have to provide different experience for different people. And this is exactly what he's talking about Lorenzo Bertelli. He is a group marketing director of Prada, one of our customers in Adobe Experience Cloud. And so he has mentioned how there is no, during his Adobe Summit speech, that there is no experience without personalization. And he also mentioned how the digital transition and the AI and machine learning has actually helped him and his company to transition and to transform his company that used to be coming from a more traditional industry like luxury and fashion. So personalization means interacting with your customer or providing experience with your customers within in every different channels and on the right time. But personalizing at scales means to do that at the same time with all your customers, in all your channels, in real time. And of course, interacting with all the different events that your customer are experiencing throughout their journey. So to personalize you need data. Not only data, but you need also journey and content, of course. But if you are not able to connect and link all of these three different things, you may end up in this situation.
I've only ever bought birdseed from this website, but they're recommending cat food. I think we need a cat.
They know us so well.
Who wants a kitty cat? Who wants... You want a kitty cat.
So probably selling a kitty cat to a couple who like birds, is not the greatest ideas, and it's probably not going to turn out into the greatest experience. So to do that, by linking content, data, and journey, we have created our platform, Adobe Experience Cloud, which are like a data insight, which are all the solutions that handle data and insight, like the CDP that I mentioned before, or Adobe Analytics that help you to aggregate offline and online data. There is a content part, which is the e-commerce, and so like to create e-commerce website and a regular website. And the journey part, which are all the solutions that help you to create cross-channel journey, orchestrate cross-channel activities and event-based activities. And of course, all of this with personalization at scale, with this platform that is able to create or deliver real-time interaction in between audiences. This is not just a strategy, this is a reality. Indeed, like according to a Forrester report, we have seen like customers that have implemented experience in their company have seen like an increment year by year of 2.3 times the customer lifetime value. And this is also an impact on revenue. According to what McKinsey said, like companies that are excellent in customer experience, that can perceive or have like 40% of increase in their final revenue. And that is actually a reason why like 82% of companies nowadays are actually going into personalization. We are really good in doing this, Adobe, and I'm not saying that. I mean, like independent advisor, I'm saying that. These are all Gartner quadrant, and as you can see, all our solutions are in the top right of the Gartner quadrant, which is, by the way, the leadership part. And this is not like only made by the independent advisor, but also like our customers have chosen us for our excellence in experience. And these are just like few of the customers that have chosen to go with their experience, that have chosen Adobe for their experience. So I hope that like my presentation was interesting, and I hope that like you know a little bit more of what Adobe Experience Cloud is, and for people that haven't risen up the hand before, so like everyone except Bruno. I hope that now you are a little more interested on Adobe and Adobe solution. Thank you very much.